Hi everyone, this is Danielle from Blank Canvas, and today I'm going to be doing a very nice, glam, sexy holiday makeup, and I hope you like it. It is very much for the holidays or for whatever occasion that you want to use it for. So let's get started. So I'm starting off with my eyes as usual, and I'm going to be using the Graftobian Magic Set on my brows. Just passing that on with my finger and then brushing it out with a spoolie. Using my dark brown eyeshadow color from Arista, and I'm using a small eyeshadow brush to brush that into my brow hairs. I'm going to brush it out again with a spoolie. I'm going to be using a Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm going to put this on my lid and blend it up to the brow bone so that the products I'm using after would not crease or fade. I'm going to be using Graftobian's Creme Foundation, and this one is in white. And I'm using this as a base for the eyeshadow pigment I'm going to be using after. So I'm just putting this on with my ring finger, blending from the lash line up so that the highest color intensity will be at the upper lash line. Next, I'm going to be using MAC's eyeshadow in Rule with a Revlon crease brush, and I'm just putting this all through my crease from left to right, and this will really just warm up the look a whole lot. Next, I'm actually going to be using the blush color I'm going to be using later on in this video, and it is a Copper Glow from Constance Carroll, which is a drugstore brand in Trinidad, and I'm putting this at the outer crease corner, add a little definition. I'm going to be using my concealer, and I'm putting this right under the brow with a synthetic brush. This is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW45. This defines the eyebrows as well as a base for the eyeshadow color to put on top of it. I'm using Daphne Bartlett's Glowing Copper. This is a very old color but so fantastic, and I'm using this over the white base from Graftobian. I'm just patting it all over that space, and as you can see, it's very shimmery and bright and very apt for the holidays and kind of celebratory time. So I'm just patting that on with a small eyeshadow brush, and then I'm going back in with that brush I used in the crease and blending out the edges of it so it's a smooth and seamless transition of colors. I'm going to be using that same color from Daphne Bartlett right under the arch of my brow with a small eyeshadow brush so I can get really right into that area that I want. And then blend it out again with the fluffy crease brush. I'm using another creme foundation from Graftobian, this time in black, and I'm using it with an angled synthetic liner brush. I'm using this actually as my eyeliner, and it's very smooth and creamy. The only downside to this is that it doesn't set very well, so it kind of stays tacky. So if you have hooded eyes, it's going to transfer a bit. But I like how smooth and intense the black is. I'm going to be doing a bit of a dramatic wing with this. Creating a wing is a little tricky sometimes, so I just like to create a triangle and fill in the empty space with color. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Sometimes when I do the eyeliner, it comes off better in one eye than it does on the other, which is fine. I just have to go back and correct the other eye so that they both look alike. Now I'm going to clean up with my concealer again. I'm putting this under the eye. Any fallout from the gold color would be cleaned up with this. I'm using a synthetic brush to apply it. Next, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation with a clean sponge. I'm just applying this all over my face. I like this foundation because it's a one-step thing. I don't have to go and put on powder after this. It is a powder foundation, so it does foundation and powder all in one, and it's full coverage, so I don't really have to go and do any concealing as well. Next, I'm going to put on NYX lip liner in Natural. Just run it all over my lip because I want to keep the lip tar that I'm going to use as lipstick in check. And lining lips is really what's going to keep it in place and from bleeding and feathering. This is OCC's lip tar in NSFW, which is a very brilliant red color, and it stands for Not Safe for Work. And as you had seen, that I only used one drop of it, and I didn't even use up the whole drop. I'm applying this with a lip brush for precision. And I'm just taking my time to apply it all over the lips, make sure I don't miss out any gaps or anything of the sort. Going back in with the blush, and I'm just putting this on my cheekbones and coming slightly forward to the front of the face. Using the blush as the cheek on the cheeks as well as the eyes just causes the look to be more harmonious. Now I'm putting on a highlight color, which is just a gold eyeshadow on the tops of my cheeks to give it that similar brilliance, and then using my mascara, and that's it. That's the end of the look. So the eyes are warm and bright at the same time, and so are the cheeks working together with the eye colors, and of course there are the brilliant red lips. And I really hope you like this. Don't be afraid to try out the dramatic liner. Don't be afraid to try out the bright red lips, and do have a wonderful holiday. Bye.